Blessed day, my viewers and my subscribers. Before me jump in at the topics, my begging you to hit that like button. It will be greatly appreciated. Now, the topics coming up in this video. Jack, your lawyer, breaks silence after the entertainer was sentenced to 6 years behind bars. Man and woman gets exposed doing the naughty right in the public eyes. Twins of twins, Tolak speaks on Skillibeng and says he is not good again. Critical talks about sharing a cell with Tommy Lee Sparta and also wanting to work with reggae superstar Chronix. And Richie feelings upset at Angela Yee for asking Shensia and other Jamaican artists about their sexuality. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Jack, your lawyer, finally breaking silence and actually explaining the next move as the entertainer was sentenced to 6 years behind bars. So obviously I don't know, so well, if people want to know if they're going to try for appeal the case or what's going to happen as it relates to Jack here. You understand, people? So may I get into the article so you guys can understand what's going on, and you guys can let me know what you think about this, and if you don't feel like say Jack here was also given a fair trial. You understand? Because some rumors are circulated because of him color, him never really get a fair trial. You understand what I say, people? Is that them look upon him guilty just based upon him color and all of them things. That's what the people must say. But let's get into this article, and you guys can tell me what you think about this in the comment section. You see, my people? So this is what it say. Jack Ure, lawyer to discuss merits of an appeal. The lawyer for reggae singer Jack Ure, who was ordered to serve 6 years behind bars, will have a discussion with the artist on the merits of an appeal. On Tuesday, a panel of 3 judges in the Netherlands handed down a guilty verdict on the longing-for singer who has been behind bars in Amsterdam since October 2021. Jack Ure, whose real name is Sikatur Alcock, has the option of appealing the sentence. A member of his legal team, John Hein Kujipa, told the Gleaner that no decision on the way forward had been taken yet. Jack Ure was acquitted for attempted MURDER and convicted for attempted MAN slaughter. I will discuss the verdict with him to see if an appeal is useful, Kujipa said on Tuesday. He added, Jack Ure says he never wanted to do anything to anybody. It was a stressful and emotional situation. Reports are that Jack Ure was in Amsterdam for a concert. STABBED 45-year-old event promoter Nicardo Papa Blake on October the 1st at Dam Square in the city center. 2 days prior to the incident, Jack Ure had performed at a concert promoted by Blake, but there were issues over money, which was being addressed by the artist. One producer told the Gleaner that this incident highlights the need for artists to have an experienced manager who travels with them and conduct business on their behalf. Jack Ure did not go on the road with a manager, and because of that, he ended up dealing with the promoters himself. Now, as an artist, you are not supposed to be dealing with the promoter. Your manager is supposed to do that. So if there is any problem or money short, you won't have to deal with that personally. The manager takes care of that, and an experienced manager will handle the matter in professional manner. Sean Contractor Edwards of Contractor Music Group said, this should be a lesson to all artists about the benefits and necessity of having a professional manager, which Jack Ure went on the road without. Because of the experience, they learn how to give and take. He added, Jack Ure's manager, Nathan Cowan, did not answer his phone nor responded to requests for an interview or questions from the Gleaner. At his trial on March 8, Jack Ure had pleaded self-defense. However, the prosecutor dismissed the claim as unbelievable and had proposed an 8-year sentence for the prison wall singer for attempted rape and assault. The prosecutor questioned Jack Ure's version of events when he told the Popo that the victim had pulled a KNIFE out of his right pocket. The victim is left-handed and the suspect didn't know this, the prosecutor said. The prosecution had also revealed a series of certain texts that were sent to the promoter and noted that he did receive a deep wound which resulted in a massive loss of blood that necessitated from him undergoing a major surgical procedure. Jack Ure and his team can appeal to the Court of Appeal within 2 weeks if they disagree with the court's ruling. You see it, people. So that's a go on and what a go on. And obviously in the article them said Jack Ure said out of his mouth say him never actually want to take the man life or anything like that. You understand what I say, people? Ah, boy, may I tell you the truth, people? It rough on everybody in. You understand? And just like what the person say, Jack Ure need for have a manager to deal with certain things. As an artist, remember Jack Ure is not a broke artist, you know, people. You have to have a manager that they deal with people. You know, if you interact with them. The only time you interact are when time you go up on the stage for perform for the people. And if you see the promoter and him come to you, then you talk to him or whatever. But the business aspect, the money part, you know, if you deal with that. You just want to know, say you have a manager where deal with that the right and proper way. You see it? But anyway, people, let me know what you guys think about this. And let me know if you don't feel like say Jack Ure stand a chance if he he actually go ahead and appeal this sentencing. You see my people? Leave it in the comment section. So now I'm going to talk about a video where I see on social media. Seeing people, and basically is a man and a woman can be seen doing grown folk stuff right in the broad daylight. Seeing people, this happening in Montego Bay. And when I see that video here, it's like I can't believe say them people I couldn't actually go find a room for do that. You understand? It seemed like from CV19, you know, everybody does get mad. The schoolers them a get mad, and it also seemed like the big people them a get mad now. Even though the person never look that old, kind of look like a youngish kind of youth. You understand? But me I say them people I couldn't go find a room, and of course you don't know me can't show the videos in. So nobody bother comment and say why me can never show the videos in. If you want to see the video, just link me on Instagram. Mix Up Time 4. I'm actually sending on the video, but me now can't send it to everybody. The first 10 people who link me, I actually send on the video. Now, a whole heap of people they stand up around them a video, you know, as if people never see people at the grown folk stuff yet, or them never do it themselves yet. But you don't know them thing, yeah. People never really see this in a broad daylight public. People do them type of act, yeah. Yo. I don't know start coming like the world gone crazy right about now. You see my people, so I just have to touch on this a little bit and I wonder what going on in Jamaica down at Mobile this man. You couldn't tell me say you couldn't go find a room. You see me, you don't know, sometimes your emotions get the best of you, know, but find a room, man, take them little dirty behavior off of the roadside. You understand people, we know say them do the doing about, yo, find a room, man. You know, you have all kids there, you know, people. Because when I say in a broad daylight, you know, people, if you don't see the video, you know see what I talk about. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. And as I say, if you don't want to see the video, link me on Instagram. You see me? So the next thing we're going to talk about is twins of twins. Well, one of the twins of twins, them 2 lakhs, speaking on Skillibeng. You see me, people? And the man says Skillibeng not good again. You see it? So I'm going to see if Skillibeng I got diss him just like how Skillibeng diss Terrordan the other day, because Terrordan say him buy views for him wap wap song. I'm going to see if I'm going to respond to twins of twins, brother. You see it? But I get into the article and you guys can tell me if you don't agree with what 2 lakhs is saying in the comment section. You see my people? So this is what it say. Twins of twins 2 lakhs says Skillibeng no good again and needs to find self. Since the release of his last track Wap Wap, dancehall artist Skillibeng has continued to receive some critical comments about the way his songs are being sound, simple and nursery rhyme like. The most recent call out the DJ gotten from 2 lakhs from the Twins of Twins musical duo, who launched an analytical attack on the East Side artist's new style of songwriting in the 53rd episode of his My 2 Cents podcast. On his initial entrance into the business, 2 lakhs stated that on his program that he thought the artist was, according to him, one of the baddest thing, but now his mind has changed since the entertainer's most recent track releases. As such, the very critical member of the Twins of Twins duo stated that when Skilli does the nursery rhyme songs, they trend, which led him to launch the question of what is trending, while also sarcastically asks his followers if when the entertainer releases track like those, if they are good. He also expressed that his opinion does not mean he hates Mr. Universe singer. As such, the podcast host / entertainer went on to make it clear that Skillibeng no good again, going on to share his sentiments that someone should tell the artist to stop letting a 6-year-old write for him and get someone who knows about the world to do the job, because the songs are not so great. As such, 2 lakhs put it out there to the entertainer that he needs to find himself, as it appears as though he is listening too much rap music at the moment. You see it, people? So anything about with 2 lakhs says he don't agree or not, when feel like says Skillibeng and listen too much rap music, that's why I make them type of song there. And people, the official video almost reached 2 million views in under 2 weeks, you understand? So I don't know, people. I don't know what to say, if people are watch it because them are make fun of it or people actually love it, because them numbers there, it would reflect like say it's a hit song, but when you actually listen to what people are say on the streets, or not even on the streets, like the comments them what people are making them thing there, them not positive. So I don't know, people, but let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. So now we're going to talk about selector Richie Feelings. Speaking on the Breakfast Club, Angela Yee asking certain questions to the artist them, and him feel like say, yo, when an artist go up on an interview, especially a Jamaican artist, them not for answer certain type of questions, or the artist should determine the type of questions that's being asked to them. You understand what I say? Now, I know say Shensia was asked recently about, you know, what she like doing in her bedroom, and she said she like well, she never said she like it, but she said she tried the backdoor thing, and she also never get to do it good, but she want to do it again in the future. So of course I don't know say well people burn her out and thing. But Richie Feelings I say the Jamaican artists, them it seem like when them go up on them interview here, the person who do the interview always try to ask the Jamaican artist that for try bring out, you know, like a freaky side out of them and them thing there. Knowing say Jamaica culture is not really with them type of thing. They understand people. So may I get to this video now so they can hear what Richie Feelings have to say. And I actually agreed with him. You understand what I say? I agree and disagree in a way, but listen what Richie Feelings I say, and you guys can tell me what you think about this in the comment section. You see my people?
All Jamaican entertainers, you have a lot of platforms overseas. They are big in the American, because in America have a whole heap of platform. You have whole heap of them. When I say platforms, I mean like for entertainments, right? I always see a trend. Every time an artist go on Breakfast Club, the first question or second question they ask them, they go on the platform to promote their music. What does my music have to do with my sexuality? Like for years, every time someone goes on the Breakfast Club, the first thing that they ask them, you suck it, you eat ass. This now have nothing to do with the album when we come on and come and promote. It don't have nothing to do with my album. I believe you should determine what people ask you on an interview. As the artist, you should tell them, ask me about my career, ask me about upcoming projects, ask me about what I come here for. Right? Sex sells in America, but remember, I am not American. I come from a country where we don't deal with certain things. So, I don't want to talk about my sex life. You understand? Remember what I do in my bedroom, I don't want to bring it to your platform. It don't look good for you to be asking me if I eat ass. It don't look good for you to be asking me if I am bisexual and all of these things. These are questions that should not be asked to me, because I come here to talk about my project, what I've been up to. Right? You should ask the questions. You should ask the questions to me. What about the album? What about this? What about that? Leave my sex life out of it. Right? Because as bad as thing, them never used to ask Bob them something there. Them never used. And remember again, I watch other interview with many other artists. I watch Akon. Them not ask Akon that. So somehow no. Only like when I watch the whole of the interview them. Just because of our little Jamaican artists. We're ready for Jamaican artists them because of them we say I say something. Them not ask every artist that. They don't ask everybody that. Other artists go up there and them not ask them that. Them not ask Jay-Z them something there. Don't go like when I eat. Them don't ask Jay-Z that. Them not ask no for the American artists them that. Them not ask them. They don't. So that is my take. You know that they choose to ask us those things because why you try bring out we? Why you try bring out we? Nobody try bring out we. So I believe you should choose what them ask you. If you ever ask me 10 questions, you ask me 10 questions, make the interview short and spicy. Enough long and drawn out. Make me drop some gems and tell about my country and tell about my food and tell about how my food nice at Jamaica and what my favorite place. Ask me about the place them if I come to Jamaica. Like for instance, if I go to Jamaica, where could I get some of the best food? Ask me them something there. You understand? And my culture, if you ask me about your culture. Ask me about what is going on in my country. Let me tell you what going on in my country. Come on, bring my style and my flavor. Because eating America thing. People and an America thing. So I would have follow me, I follow not tap in for them thing. Of course, you see what me I tell you. See it? Alright. No, I can tell you. Enough interview me go up on. Shelly, we go up on enough interview. The questions are written that they ask you on a lot of these platforms. They are written questions. Some people ask you 5 questions. Some people ask you 10 questions. Some people will ask, it all depends on how long you will be on the show for. You understand? And they told you the question. And they said, oh, you cannot ask me that. You can't ask me about my family. You can't ask me about my sex. These are there. May I tell you? I'm comfortable about the show.
Alright, so Richie Feelings had a lot of valid points, but my personal opinion, Zane, if me or Shensia or any other artist I'm going to go up on an interview, if you ask me a question and me not feel comfortable or me not want to answer it, I'm going to say, yo, me not answer the question there. I'm going to tell you straight up, whether with the live on the radio, whether it be a live stream, me not really care, you understand? You ask me a question and I'm going to say, yo, no ask me that. So you supposed to can take my reaction and know what and what for ask me. You understand what I say, people? Now the next thing is that when an artist answer them question there, you can't blame nobody but the artist. You can't blame the person who asked the question because the artist, you know, them basically expose themselves. You understand what I say? And the show that Shensia went on, even though the Breakfast Club do it too, you know, is not the Breakfast Club. She actually answered that panel. It was another podcast hosted by Angela Yee from the Breakfast Club, named Some Lips Up Another. And this is where them actually talk about, you know, them encounters and this and that and where them like and all type of, you know, it basically based on the whole of that. I'm pretty sure that Shensia must have known that the questions were going to be about that, because that is what that podcast was about, or them type of thing that them talk about over there. So you understand what I say? So, you know, I understand the Richie Feelings I say, but the artists them have to know them and do as well, because if you come from yard, you must know say doing this can definitely, you know, it can hurt your career in a way. Well, not in a way, it can hurt your career. You understand what I say, people? But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. So now we're going to talk about Ritical speaking and sharing a cell with Tommy Lee Sparta. Him actually talk about a lot of things, like things we used to do before, the fame, coffee picking and all of them things. And also wanting to do a song with reggae superstar Chronix. You see it, people? So let me get into this article right about now so you can understand what Ritical is saying. So it says, Ritical talks coffee picking before fame, sharing a cell with Tommy Lee Sparta, and wanting to work with Chronix and more. Before Ryan McFarlane honored his craft at Bulls Bay Eastside Records, the fast-rising recording artist known professionally as Ritical earned an income as a construction worker who juggled raising goats, cannabis farming, selling jelly coconuts in downtown Kingston, and picking coffee in the mountains for a living. Determined to remold his image within the music industry and inject a legacy that withdraws longevity, the St. Thomas native, who not so long ago was freed of a gun-related charges, has opened up the dancehall mag about his life before success, the impression he wants to leave on his unborn child, sharing a cell with Tommy Lee Sparta, his appreciation for Chronix music, and his intentions moving forward. The former student of St. Thomas Technical told Dancehall Mag that he fell in love with music as a result of the exposure from his eldest brother. First took an interest in music. My eldest brother was the one doing the music, and from the age of 4, being around that, I fell in love. At around 7, I would sing the song that he made as if they were mine, even up to high school, the 26-year-old shared. I was one of those main persons that the school would call on to volunteer for numerous events. Though at teenager, McFarlane left high school sure of his talent and love for music, the realities of survival took precedence and the demand for income came from odd jobs. I was actually at the contractor level in construction. The only thing missing was a certificate, the chosen singer said. My mother was my mommy and daddy still in her. She was the one who did all the work. I knew my father and I knew he was there, but mommy was the one who provided for all 6 of us. So there was a time when I did farming for food. I basically farmed everything from goats to marijuana and planted bananas. I would also buy coconut jelly and shop them in downtown Kingston. And sometimes when I went in my farm produce, I would sell stuff there as well. I also work on Dr. Lynn's farm up in the mountains picking coffee. So I was a coffee picker up in the bush, he proudly recalled. Ritical also spoke about his time in prison, sharing a cell with Tommy Lee Sparta. He also made it clear that he is not shaken by the experience of being locked up for 3 months on a charge that he was acquitted of last month. I never cried. I smiled at first when I got locked up in the moment, but when I thought about my mother, I shed a tear. He said, nothing about jail is nice. Me no want see no youth go jail, so that is why me say, puritical, there is so much to be said about jail, innocent or not. Circumstances can make you end up there. Know your rights as a man, know yourself, cause I know everything where them tell you are right. I saw, he warned. Me no eat food, when my things them come, me just give it away. My mother and baby mother, auntie and friends come to look for me, cause as an artist, me still I make my money and I write my songs in there. Them give me a book and a pen tab, so me wrap it with tissue and do my thing. He revealed. Ritical hail Tommy Lee Sparta, who is serving 3 years for an illegal shop and ammo for looking out for him. Tommy Lee made sure everything was alright when I got jail, cause him say me a young artist and has a bright future. So he gave me the heads up on a lot of things, cause we did the in the same cell when me reach. He said, I as a Jamaican have a lot of love. I want to travel and be known as a positive person wherever I go. Ritical wants to spread his wings and go outside of the barrel and bring back some light in the barrel. You see it? So that was some of the interview, not the whole thing. You don't know if me did read the whole thing, it would have too long. You see my people, but you don't know, big up yourself, Ritical. You know, I like how him choose the positive part for go on. You know, he's definitely a good artist, talented artist. Even Tommy Lee Sparta says him have a bright future ahead of him. You understand what I say, people? So that is it, you know, people. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn the bell on. Bless upon yourself and keep safe. I'm out.